Hey, everybody, it's time for the Coon Prairie Ramblers. We're going to confabulate and mind meander. We got KC and the Moonshine Gang here.
President and accounted for.
President, even.
Ooh. President.
Yeah,
Wow.
and off to his side, we got Luke the Rebel without a clue.
Back in the saddle again. And we have...
Gracing us.
Uh-huh. Grace?
He's gracing us with his presence.
Oh, please.
Yeah, well,
right.
I'm the graceful mailman. You're
Amazing Grace.
Yeah.
Casey.
Amazing. So, how has it been? How's this week? It's been. This is a memorial. Should we say a Memorial Day weekend?
It's been a Memorial Day. I've been seeing flags everywhere.
Yeah.
Not just on Facebook. I mean, in real life, too.
You know, it got me to thinking. They had the little ceremony on the court house.
And one at the British
And the British
at,
thing.
Oak Ridge.
But, you know, I think it would be kind of nice if somebody would get a list of all the veterans that died. Because Memorial Day, I mean, it's good to always honor the veterans, but Memorial Day was set aside to honor those people who died in service to the country.
Right.
And if we could somehow get a list of all the people that are buried locally in all the different cemeteries.
That would be quite a list.
And
wow.
You think it would be?
Sure, it'd be a big list.
In DeSoto County?
Right, because you can go by any cemetery right now and look at all the flags. They're everywhere.
Oh, they are. Okay, well, what would be nice is if we made sure that everybody that did had a flag. Or does somebody do that?
Yeah, the Boy Scouts or somebody does it.
Yeah, on Memorial Day.
They hit all the cemeteries.
I knew they were someplace. I didn't know they do it.
Yeah, that'd be a way to get a list. But you see, our local people that can, Leon and his gang, the Sons of the Confederacy, they put flags on all those who served in the Confederacy or were part of it or whatever, and those are flying anyway. But Memorial Day actually started as a remembrance of Confederates, and then later
I thought
on
it was Union.
No, it was Confederate. Then later on, it was adopted by the Union. Now it's everybody, all the people that serve. So that's where it began. So you see a lot of
misinformation.
You know, I think depending on who you listen to speaking, you're going to hear conflicting, information on there. Because yesterday, Colonel Dameron, he said it started in the north and.
He needs to Google that.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
check his Funkin'
Wagnalls. Right. His Funkin' Wagnalls. That's right.
I was at the Memorial Day service, and they on their brochure, they have a list of they put a flag out for each name, and it's the different wars. In fact, there was one name on there for the Desert Storm War. So there's a whole bunch of names on there. I don't know if it's inclusive or total of everybody that's buried here. I don't know.
Well, it was a good service. It was well attended.
Yeah, it was. It was one of the bigger attended ones, I think.
Okay.
So was the British Memorial. That was the best one I've seen.
I heard about 60 were coming from England.
Yeah,
oh wow,
quite a crowd.
Pretty good.
I got to fill in for Terry Stewart because
did.
He something happened. He wasn't able to show up.
So you had to sing "God Save the Queen" or what?
God Save the Queen.
Did you really? Oh, yeah. Wow.
And America.
You know the words to that? God Save the Queen?
I bet you
it's
had
in
a
the
cheat sheet.
brochure.
Okay.
I heard you had a cheat sheet.
And we did a pledge of allegiance. So
to the flag.
To the Union Jack? They got their own pledge?
No, we did to the American flag.
Okay.
I don't know a pledge to the Union Jack.
I don't know.
I'm sure they have one. Everybody has one.
But I asked Judy Kirkpatrick because it was right at the last second. Hey, can you fill in for Terry Stewart? So I asked her. I said, well, when I asked them to stand to pledge to, do I differentiate because you've got a lot of Brits there?
Yeah.
And she said, no, just say we'll go ahead.
And if they don't want to, they don't have to.
Yeah, they don't want to. Yeah.
We made them pledge allegiance to our flag, so.
I would think
that's good.
I would want to if I was here and knew that we were fighting together during the World War II. And we're still allies.
So. Right.
Yeah. But it was very good. And they even had a period plane set. And I forgot to go over and look at it. It was
in the cemetery?
In the cemetery.
How'd they get it in there?
Off to the southwest corner. It was sitting there. You could see the pistons.
Maybe that's how those 40 Brits got here.
Could be.
No, they came in a bunch of MGs.
Oh,
dear.
Did they? Really?
Well, it was gone by yesterday evening because I take a walk in the evenings into the cemetery. And
I go to walk in.
But it was very good, very good.
In the graveyard.
But it was very hot. I mean, it was cooking.
Yeah.
And, of course, it always is on Memorial Day. I mean, standing out there in the sun.
May 30th,
Yeah.
Or not May 30th. It's last Monday in May, whatever day that.
And you know what?
is.
I noticed downtown at the regular memorial service at the courthouse, you got these big oak trees there. And each year I say, these trees are getting bigger each year because the shade is getting better.
Which is a good thing.
It happens that way,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Everybody's
noticed
heading for the
I
shade.
noticed that around the house even.
You got three places where people stand, on the courthouse. They stand under they're set under the tent, and then there's two big trees. And, it's all separated into the one tree,
But
tree.
the speakers, did they have them covered?
Oh, no, they're out there in the sun.
In the brutal sun.
Scald them.
So they got to talk fast.
Ooh, I had to do the invocation or the benediction one year, and it is hot out there.
Yeah.
That was exciting.
Well, Luke, you had a trip. Was you going to mention that?
Oh, what a long, strange trip it's been. Yep. I went on a road trip with three of my buddies, childhood friends. We did that back in 1977. Got a wild hair, climbed in this old beat-up 66 Plymouth wagon that looked like a hearse, long and black, and we just tooled down the road, went out to New Orleans and up to St. Louis and down through the mountains, Nashville and all, Georgia, and did all that in about a week. And we've been saying ever since, this was 1977, been saying ever since, well, we need to do that again. When you want to do it? Next year? Okay, let's do it. Oh, wait, I can't do it. How about the next year? And it's been going on, getting bumped every year. Mm-hmm. And now, 39 years later, the same four guys finally took the trip.
That's pretty amazing.
It took us 39 years, and we did it. We didn't do the same route, though. We went down to our buddy Rooster, who's on the radio show with us sometimes. It was his idea. We went down to the very southernmost point of Highway 17 in Punta Gorda, Florida. And
which I guess is at the Ponce de Leon Park, isn't it?
Ponce de Leon.
No, it's right there on near one of the one-ways.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It runs out there. And we left there and stayed on that through about 10 million little towns and 10 million little red lights.
That makes it slow going, doesn't
Oh,
it?
my God. But luckily it merged a couple of times with some bigger highways because the highway had come through later and engulfed part of it. So we just went that way and then got back off on it. But all the way to Winchester, Virginia. That's in the northwest tip of it, way up there. So we went through a lot of states.
And y'all found a Nocatee in Orlando.
Nocatee
Street or
something?
something?
Like Inverness or Kissimmee, somewhere where there was a Nocatee Street. And
That's wild.
Royce knew it was there, and I'd seen it before, too. So we pulled off, and we got Royce's picture with the Nocatee sign.
On your very first trip, how did you choose your route, or was it you just...
Happenstance.
My buddy Scott Fisher went with us. Scott wanted to go to St. Louis because he's a St. Louis Cardinals fan.
Oh, boy.
So we went all the way up there, went up in the arch and saw a couple of ball games. We spent 2 nights there. I wanted to go to New Orleans because I lived out there in the mid-'60s. So we went out there, and then we went on up and then just came down through the mountains of Nashville. It was Royce and Scott and Buford Brown and I.
Did you take them to show where you lived in New York?
Sure, went right to the house.
Yeah.
Rode by the house there, and I said, let's do that again. Rode by the house again. By then, people were coming out of the house looking at us.
What y'all doing?
And they said, we better get out of here. So we did that. We had a good time, though. Good to get away, but good to get back. We survived.
How'd you choose Route 17 this time?
That was Royce's idea.
Yeah. Okay.
It was a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
Because of that beginning and the end and all, I thought it was
neat to see, and we kept looking for those Highway 17 signs. And we even saw an Arcadia somewhere in Virginia. It was off to the, it wasn't right there on 17, but there was an Arcadia. But
there's one in Missouri, I know.
Yeah. But we survived Geezerpalooza. We made it back in one piece. Nobody killed each other. We had some adventures, but we're glad to be back.
Nobody got voted out of the car.
Trust me, the ones who was eating the beans almost did. There was a rising there.
Well, we got to go pay some bills.
All right.
Y'all stay put. We'll be back.
Right. That's supposed to be a hand clap.